On the play, weird hand. Opponent taking a mulligan. Good on 6. It would be nice to have a blue card to go with this Force of Will, but I mean, I don't even really know what I'm up against here. Baraglyph could be the best card, hands down. Probably blue-black Reanimator. So we'll see if I can just, like, lightning bolt them out of this game. Oh, they took Baraglyph? That's really interesting. Do they want to, like, reanimate it? Does that mean I shouldn't crack my fetch land so I can bolt it? Ay, ay, ay. That seems flimsy. Put that on top. Pass it back. It could be blue-black tempo that just doesn't want to deal with a Baraglyph. Wasteland is fine. Make a blue. They want to move phases? I'm going to cast Brainstorm. These bolts are not likely to be super good, so let's move some stuff around. Okay, well, I hope they reanimate my Baraglyph, then I can get it back. Bad news, I'm not really drawing a black source anytime soon. But that's cool. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Yeah. May I please have that back? Ay, ay, ay. How hard are you gonna make me fight over this? Alright. They have no permanence. I have more life than them. I'm drawing a dud. Pass it back. Might hit a black source next turn. If they Entomb Reanimate, they gotta be ready to force a lightning bolt. Oh man, it feels like they have Brainstorm, which is a bummer. Black source? Not black card. Gosh. This feels like such a farce sometimes. Swear to God. They seem a little flooded. Well, they wouldn't fetch before. Interesting. So they don't have Brainstorm. I'm begging for a black source here. If not that, Brainstorm, I guess, would suffice. God damn it. None of this shit makes sense. We could have won this game a long time ago. It's very frustrating that this is happening in a challenge. They're flooded to hell. Alright, thank you. I need to be cagey though, I can't just run Baraglyph into what have you. Brazen Borrower. I'll see if I can get them on the line for like a fetch here, or a cantrip rather. I think I'll even let them hit me. Alright. Bowmasters. Force of Will would not be out of the question here. Yep. They're like almost out of cards. It's kind of crazy. Nimble Obstructionist is good. I'll need to employ that if they just Entomb Reanimate me out of nowhere. But I can't use too much more of my life total as a resource here. I have to be a little careful. Tameo is annoying. Play some more of these guys. Alright, we got them empty. They pitched Atraxa, so we don't gotta worry about Atraxa. This feels kind of wrapped, but messed up things have happened before. Like Murktide Regent would be super annoying. It would be very hard to race that with Baraglyph, but I think we would manage somehow. It'd have to be like Murktide into Murktide. Brainstorm is nice. We're at 11. Yeah, just play Baraglyph. Hardcast Force. Probably could have guessed that by them not waste landing another Tameo. Jeez. 3 Tameos and 40 cards. At least I finally hit my black source. I can't really complain that much. Now they wasteland. They don't have any more Force of Will to even hardcast. They've done an incredible job treading water. Now I think it's time to just get them though. You're supposed to block the Bowmasters. If I had more Bowmasters here, I could ping Tameo. Then the army would defeat it. If you're just trying to save some life points here. Doesn't matter too much what I exile here. Reanimate Barrogoyf. Oh, man. They are drawing so incredibly hot. Alright, before they can make a clue and daze my Brazen Barber, let's cast it. Yep. Alright, seems like they did not hit this time. Okay, they've hit a land. I think we're in the clear now. Especially if I draw a bolt. If I get really desperate, I can cling to try and rip a bolt. Otherwise, I will surveil. Spinning Brainstorm makes a lot of sense. Excellent. Now, we'll just do the normal stuff. No clue how they're going to pivot, if they're going to pivot. Yeah, Barrogoyf is something of a liability in the matchup. Murktide Regent, not so much. Paying 7 life for a 3/3 with flying. It's not anyone's idea of a dream come true. Now the hardest part is deciding what that final cut is. A lot of the time recently I've been feeling like it should be Force of Will, but the deck is just too dangerous to mess around like that. I think it's probably Lightning Bolt. But yeah, I've just been feeling like, is Force even that good against this deck? Like, the plays you want to force, Surgical does that job. This hand is fine. It fights the combo, it fights the creature, it has lands. Thoughtseize is a problem. Tameo, if they also have Entomb Reanimate in their hand, is a problem. Yep. And I don't want to give them a clue token, so I will Fatal Push. But if they go Entomb Reanimate next turn, that would suck. Then again, the way I'm posturing makes me seem unconcerned with Entomb Reanimate. And that's a basic island anyways. They'll ponder. Hopefully no Thoughtseize. Ponder will shuffle. And they'll reanimate Tameo. I think I'm okay with that. They'll get a clue. Oh man, I just got a Surgical. I feel like I should look out for Murktide Regent as well, though. Yeah, I'm just gonna put the Spellbomb in play. Stick to the plan here. It's pretty rough, though, that they'll get a clue token. It nullifies the edge I get from being on the draw. Brainstorm. Snap Push, no longer a thing. Just have to fight through the Tameo Planeswalker now. Which is not often easy. Snapcaster Mage could possibly provide some pressure, but it's not really enough. They just ditched and animate dead. I don't think the combo's really on their mind. I'm gonna cycle this. It slows down Murktide. It might bait them into... Oh, that was a good draw. It might bait them into Reanimate. Oh, that wasn't a good draw. Do I play around Daze or do I look for backup with Ponder? I have Snapcaster Mage if this attempt does not work. This is all good shit. I don't really want to shuffle any of it away. I guess I'll shuffle Kaito away for now. Or do I even make an attempt on Tamio? It gets pretty dangerous if I don't attempt this turn and then really go for it next turn. And then I'll have to rely on Bowmasters keeping that -7 in check, which is flimsy. I wish this would have been a really good brainstorm, but as a Ponder, it's not that great. I'll see if they do anything. No? Okay. Nice. Well, that went about as well as it could have. Also tells me they have no days. Baraglyph is very annoying. Maybe I should snap Edict that instead, and then use Bowmasters to challenge Tamio. Cling to Dust. Yeah, the thing is that Snap can knock Tamio down to 7, and then Bowmasters can knock it down to 6. Oh, I should not have done this. This is incredibly foolish. I could have used Fatal Push on this Baraglyph. I just got Revolt. Then I could have held up Cling to Dust as well. But I guess it's all part of baiting them into, you know, Entomb Reanimate. They don't do it. Nice. Now I feel even more dumb for losing my Shieldred's Edict. And there's no way for them to take damage here. Unless I like Surgical Force and they do something about it, but that's insane. What if I Surgical Baraglyph? That card's annoying. What am I gonna draw? I think I'll bin that. I think we got the graveyard well wrapped. And yeah, plussing Kaito. Never did any harm. Still going up. Oh! Bitter indeed. Crushingly fair trade. See if I can bait out some Bowmasters here. Or like anything. They're thinking about it, but they don't know. It's either Daze or Bowmasters. It is Daze. That's fine by me. Although, maybe this is the last chance for it to be any good. Let's start with Ponder. A Red Blast would make this easy. Edict is also not bad. Sacrifice Planeswalker. Now we'll just settle in, I guess. I did this to play around Wasteland, but I could have just started by tapping Undercity Sewers, and then I kind of held up Surgical Snap Surgical. So that's not good. And what would they put on top? Baraglyph or Tamio? Really makes you think. I think it's fine if it's Tamio, so I think I'll extract Baraglyph on their draw step. Play Strix. Make a land drop. Although I still have the Fatal Push in the graveyard. There's just no guarantee I'm going to be able to... Actually, you know what? Yeah. I should probably just trade like a normal person. Ponder. I'm going to let it go. Maybe that's not wise though, because I'm just planning on playing Bowmasters anyways. Ponder does not shuffle. An additional Baraglyph. Being held in check by Baleful Strix. Things are pretty face up here. I think I can eliminate every sorcery and planeswalker from the graveyards and artifacts. Down to a 3/4. And I get a land for my troubles. And another land for my tribbles. I have revolts. Working through every land in my deck for those bomb top decks. Time for snap push. And I still have Cling to Dust and Surgical available. I'd have a more impressive board right now if I had used Bowmasters on the Ponder, but I also wouldn't have a way to beat an opposing Bowmasters. And they won't quit. I mean, this deck should theoretically be able to put forward a threat every turn, so it makes sense. But it is still annoying. Thoughtseize. It's not bad. Another Surgical. Better Triumph my Bavelstrix? Wasn't expecting that. Entomb Brazen Borrower. Definitely take Brazen Borrower. Then I'll attack. Beautiful block. Finish off your Bowmasters. Finish off your Tameo here. Not worried about the Entomb. Super soft to a Baraglyph at this point, though. I guess just for the information as well, I'm going to extract them. Entomb for days, so their combo's not in. That makes me just more than happy to do this. I think they drew Brainstorm. Aye, they did. Oh, they do have a Traxa and Archon in. They just didn't want to expose them to my Reanimate. That makes sense. So a couple Murktides are scary, 2 Bowmasters are scary, 2 more Tamias. Yeah, this deck doesn't really quit, you know? Nice. Starting off 1-0. Damn, this challenge is scooting along. I feel like it basically just started, or the last round just ended, and now we're on to the next one. Whew, man, this is a tough one. I'm on the play, so these 3 drops will likely materialize, but it's a lot of 3 drops. Opponent's also good on 7. Nimble Obstructionist is like a stealthy 3 drop, I would say, since you don't have to really take days into consideration. Basic Island Go? That's interesting. Stifle would be rough. They don't have it yet. Yeah. That's what I'm in the mood for. Cast Ponder. And then cast Tameo. I don't know why I'm getting show and tell vibes right now. I think I want that Edict before Bowmasters. Yeah, it's City of Traders. And there's a show and tell. Land or Baraglyph? It's a tough one. There's no land on the horizon, so yeah, I think it's just Baraglyph. And there's Emrakul. So I guess I'll just try and Edict. Something else I could do is just stifle the Annihilator trigger. See if that gets me anywhere. I knew that was coming. They seem super F6'd. I'm just going to Edict right now. Yeah, it worked. Crazy. Hopefully they don't have a follow-up. But they have 6 cards in hand. Please be stock up. Whew. Thank you. And they're not super incentivized to make land drops either. So if they pass with a bunch of cards in hand, it wouldn't be the scariest thing in the world. Really begs the question though, like, what is in their hand if it wasn't Force of Will? Brainstorm is good. Can just recycle these Bowmasters. Another Edict. No land drop is tough. So yeah, let's just blow through these Kolaghan's commands. Now I'm kind of shielded down because I didn't hit land, which happens sometimes. Plus, would have been nice to make a few more clue tokens because it really insulates you against stuff like Annihilator 6. Seems like a mono blue version on this deck. Island. Another stock up. I guess I'll play these Bowmasters now. No days. So yeah, we are withstanding Annihilator 6 pretty well right now. I just really want to force a will, you know? Or a land. Yeah, I guess land would have to come first. It's tough. There we go. So yeah, I'll definitely attack first. Because if I flip a Force of Will, I can get it back with Tameo. No. We need to fix the hand. Take Brainstorm. Cast Brainstorm. Put back Kolaghan's command. Or no, one of these Bowmasters in the land. Call that good. Show and tell. What do I put in? I guess more Bowmasters. That seems right. They might put in Omniscience, which is not good. Yeah, maybe I put in Strix for that reason. Putting in another land doesn't do much for me. Yep, it's Omniscience. That's not good. There's Force of Will. But I don't have a blue card to go with it. Karn. Well, that's interesting. I guess I just counter the -2. Although what's Lattice gonna do? This seems like bait. I think I can beat a Lattice. The One Ring. I could counter the Protection trigger, but I feel like I'm running out of mana. If I counter the Protection trigger, I only have 7 damage on board. Then the following turn they can get Ensnaring Bridge, or just attack Karn off the field to get my mana back. This feels like the thing to fight over in a lot of ways, but I think it's going to be the Protection trigger. And hopefully spike a blue card for Force. Yeah, this would make lethal. Ah, it's not a blue card. Guess like Portal of Phyrexia would be rough. No, they're going Lattice. Ah, they have another One Ring. And another Karn. Now do they get Ensnaring Bridge? They still need to empty some more cards out of their hand, though. Oh, there's Portal of Phyrexia. I guess I'll keep Baragoyf, because it can attack Karn and defeat it. But not keeping Bowmasters is like... Nah, if I keep Bowmasters, they can just not tap the ring. Another Karn. Now it makes sense why they didn't have Force of Will. Seems like it might be bordering on hard to support Force of Will in this deck. They have a lot of Karns, rings, stuff like that. I think we can go to the next game. I'm not gonna lie, I really thought I had that. Alright. Consign just got even better. Meltdown's interesting. Probably not good enough. We'll just make the normal cuts. And Chalice of the Void means I should probably be a little less reliant on 1-drops to the extent that I can. Take the play. Heartbreaker. Mulligan. It'll do. Although the Badlands is a little rough. I guess that just means I'll have to get a clue off my Tameo, which isn't the worst thing. I think I'm going to bottom the island. Because, yeah, I get most punished for hitting lands from here on out. Alright, Thoughtseize you. City of Traders, Chalice of the Void, Intuition, the One Ring. This is a good hand. I guess I'll take Chalice so I can continue playing. That Chromox isn't doing them much good. Otawara. Yep. They do play the Chromox. Intuition's under there. So they could play the One Ring next turn, but don't do anything about it. Yeah, it's seeming kind of likely. Am I really going to brainstorm and look for something? It seems flimsy. But it might be my best bet. Okay. Thoughtseize you. Take the One Ring. And hopefully dodge top decks. So far, so good. Play Tameo. Karn. Going up with Karn. Very interesting. Thoughtseize. They might just have a land in hand, unfortunately. Snap Brainstorm. Get more power on board. And then extracting the One Ring doesn't really work here, but I could just Thoughtseize to make sure there's nothing going on. But it could fully just be a land. No, it's sinking to Stupor. No, I'll take it. Going for the One Ring. I mean, that does feel smart. Might as well get something out of it. They don't activate. I feel like I might as well try and win with Tameo. We'll just ping Karn anyways. Then I could activate this clue token. Surgical's on top of my deck. Could extract Karn. Doesn't do much good, but it seems helpful. And I can get some information too. Seems like Karn is standing in for like Living Wish and stuff like that. Their hand is pretty live. Now I got a good idea of what's going on here. Trax is a problem. Stock up. They can Otawara Tameo whenever they want, pretty much. Something of a race. Stock up. City of Traders. Bounce. Tameo. Yep. We are prepared for that happening. Now I wish I got that Thoughtseize back. What can you do? Bad draw. Whew. I don't know if I'll have what I need to finish this off. They're at 10. One Ring will put them to 8. They have at least one live combo piece in their hand. Chain in One Rings. Classic. Seems pretty impossible for them to not have what they need at this point. They're at 5. It's like so close. But it feels pretty dismal. Ring puts them to 4. I guess they don't have much mana though. They might need to tap Ancient Tomb. Heartbreaker. And my one good blocker. I feel like needs to attack for me to have a shot here. Alright, help me out. Baragoyf? No. I'm certain we'll lose this turn. I feel like Consign maybe could have helped there. I don't know. I guess it really does depend on, like, what they've got for mana. Okay, they did not hit. Small miracle. Can't handle this. It's too much. Chromox does make me consider Meltdown a little bit more, but I still don't know if it's good enough. I think Reanimate's kind of on the fence too. Hold on. So they only had 2 Atraxas, and it does seem kind of unlikely for it to ever be in the graveyard, because it's not like a sneak attack deck. They also showed me Intuition, so Opposition Agent is kind of a thing. But maybe Price of Progress is just better, since they have the Soul Lands and the One Ring and stuff. It's really tough. It's tough. It's really hard to say what the best thing to do here is, because they also play a bunch of basic islands. I could see Intuition being part of like an Omniscience chain. I'm gonna go with Opposition Agent here. It's another mulligan. I could see this getting there. I'm gonna bottom Kolaghan's Command, because they are a very One Ring centric deck. And I've got recourse for like the, you know, turn 2 Emrakul or whatever. Turn 1 Karn though is pretty crazy. And they do -3 for coding. That's what you're doing? You're just gonna lock me out of the game? Fuck. I think I'm locked, right? Unless I can counter coding. God, that's crazy. So all in. Should have gotten a Force of Will. This is nasty. Damn. Not like this. Fuck me. God, that's heartbreaker. I mean, the Delta might get me out of it. Kind of need them to have nothing in the meantime. It's possible they'll have nothing, I don't know. That's fine. Kind of. I mean, it's not great, but it's not like pressure. And I'm glad they did that. Bin the 1-drop. What did they go for? Tormod's Crypt. That's also acceptable. Alright, as long as their last cards aren't forced blue card. But even at that point, I'm like up a land at that point. Future Karns, still a problem. Stock up, also kind of a problem. Maybe I should have kept that Kolaghan's Command. It's really hard to know. guess Chalice was another reason to leave in Meltdown too. Petal. Karn. Make a black. Yeah, I guess I'll play Bowmasters now. I don't know. You know we're going for it. I wonder if I was supposed to ping Karn. Maybe I can distract them with lands. But also, like, if they want to, like, search for an artifact, I want it to cost them their whole Karn. So yeah, let's do that. Hit Karn for 3. It's too bad how much life it's gaining them, of course. Defense grid. And now what? Portal. Show and tell. Yep. Gnarly. I screwed up. They don't have that much life left. I guess I'll cast Lorien Revealed. But I don't have any lightning bolts. So they'll get some Bowmasters here. Put a creature card from a graveyard. Is that even that good? I guess it's kind of good. I'm just worried I'm really going to regret not shattering the Chalice. To what extent can I ignore Bowmasters? To what extent can I ignore Portal? Because shocking them also seems like very attractive if they're going to rely on that Ancient Tomb. I can't ping these Bowmasters since they'll just come back. And then Strix is also a thing. That can't really exist while Bowmasters is around. I think it's going to be too difficult to play around Portal. So I think my initial inclination was correct here. Yeah, if I were them, I would not attack. Red Blast. I don't know how good that's going to be with this Chalice out. Play Strix. Chalice is so good. The other Kolaghan's Command is in. I'll draw a card. Get Surgical. I think I'll Surgical Show and Tell. Let's attack first. As long as there's no Omniscience to deal with, I think I'm okay. Even though the one ring will be pretty annoying in the interim. I'll try and force it the first time. But yeah, I don't think I can beat Show and Tell. Omniscience. Mana is so clearly their gate right now. Alright, they block, which will open floodgates in the future, which means I can play Opposition Agent next turn. If I end up forcing this turn, I guess. Oh, duh. I'm so dumb. You're welcome. I did that on purpose. I'm getting ready for our Murktide Regent. And you already used your Tormod's Crypt. Petal. Yeah, I don't think I fight over that either. Otawara. Force that. Alright. I'll do what I can do. Put him to 3. That's what I got. Maybe that attack was loose, I don't know. Ah, the One Ring. They're gonna fog. Bowmasters. We'll go for it. I'll put that Bowmaster trigger on you. Too much. Thank God there's still a match going. Round 3, we're up against Pokemoki, a name you should all be familiar with by this point. Usually plays control. I'm wondering, I should not mulligan. I'll need a lot of resources. What place am I in? In 5th place? Prismatic Vista. Yeah, seems about right. So the last round was super intense, and I think it will be for different reasons than this one will be intense. So this has been an insane challenge so far, I will say. Tundra. I wonder if they're doing what they were doing when I faced them, not like a long time ago, but it was like a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna surveil. Keep ponder. This might be one of those forced brainstorm situations. Or if they activate the Vista, then I'll have a window to cast Lightning Bolt. But before then, doesn't seem incredibly likely. No. I mean, in some ways it would have been better to do it while that Tundra was tapped. Oh shit. Do they have 2 brainstorms? They do have 2 brainstorms. I did kind of mess with their draw step, I guess, but this is not good. I've lost the first fight. The only thing I have going for me is that I'm on the draw. I should have just tried to like bolt twice or something. Not sure how good this Reanimate's going to be. If they're on the same deck, which so far it looks like they are, reanimating their creatures was very difficult because they played Caracas, and most of the creatures were legendary like Felia. Yeah, not a great exchange. And they have a land. To top it all off. God damn it. Maybe I'll be grateful for these lands at some point, but right now, things are very bad. At the very least, they want to shuffle. We're at like a bare minimum here. And they're going up. Alright, I need a good to decent draw here. God damn it. This happened last time we faced each other. It's the Pokemoki curse. To draw nothing but land. Start some thinning, I guess. The frustration is real. Not a lot of good that's going to do. I guess I could see if it baits something out. Didn't think so. Alright, well they can't hardcast force me. I guess I'll cast Lightning Bolt right now. Okay. Got one more turn. Or I guess slamming Narset is a thing. I need to find all these cards first. I don't think Bowmasters will work. I think that's flimsy. They probably have like Swords to Plowshares or something along those lines. And yeah, they're just gonna keep threatening that. They know I don't have that many cards in hand. Riddler. Oh, if that could end up in the graveyard and I reanimate it, that'd be cool. Can't Caracas that one. Alright, no Ephemerate. Kaito? Swords? Alright, draw step. Another Bolt. This is sad. It's just a sad game. Please force this and put me out of my misery. No. Yep. Things will get better. But right now they are very gnarly. Brainstorm. Put these 2 back. Play Baleful Strix. Dress down. Imagine all the resources I've had to dedicate to this Tameo just not flipping. Or not ultimating. Are they gonna see through this bluff? Nice. It worked. In its own dumb way. Alright. Last thing I can do is bluff Bowmasters, but if they have a plan for that too, it really is whatever. Yeah. I don't have anything. Well, that was a rough one. Not incredibly competitive, I would say. Good news is, the mashup is good. Blue-white creatures control. We got this. But we need a little more help from the deck. A little less land. I don't want the Spell Bomb. Or Barragoyf. Or Murktide. 5 more cuts? How about Force of Will? Reanimate. As badly as I want to reanimate Quantum Riddler, it just... I don't know. It's not going to happen the way you want it to. Wait, why did I bring Consign? It's kind of cool for catching some things, but it's not like fighting the board. It's not that great. And they like bringing in Hydroblast too, so if I just take the big target away, it's usually fine. Yeah, generally, if they're drawing more lands than me, that's good. We don't want to draw that many lands in this matchup. I could have been more patient in that Tameo game as well, but you don't really want to be. You don't want them to get clues. Then you just get into real thin margins of like, oh, I want to invalidate as many potential cards as you could have as possible, like Swords to Plowshares, you know, stuff like that. I think even if Pokemoki crushes me, I think I'll still have a shot at the top 8. Not how I should be thinking about it. Keeping 7. Oh, they also board up to... I mean, the sad thing is, that hand's probably going to do just fine. We're going to play Bowmasters. We're going to start pressuring. Yeah, they definitely don't want more lands. Maybe it's their turn to feel the curse of the flood. Now they'll brainstorm. That's probably the best possible draw they could have gotten. So they can put some of these lands back. I'm happy for them. Not much is missing here. Just Kaito. Might as well give them a little scare. No? Okay. Yeah. This is like every card you want, minus the lands. Gotta cast a red card every turn. And yeah, I think we can count on some of these cards being gone now. Let's say for simplicity's sakes that it's both islands. Quantum Riddler is a bigger problem. Like, it's definitely better to... Like, now they can Swords my Bowmasters and Brainstorm. Or they can just Hydroblast. That's preferable, I would say. Let's Edict Creature. So I can hold up Red Blast. I knew they would have Hydroblast. Seems like they might have Felia. We want that out in the open if it's true. They don't do anything. I wonder if their Brainstorm was bad. Yeah, it's a previously unseen land. I do have to cast red cards every turn, like I said. It's in my contract, so we'll do that. They're probably very happy to just drop a land here. Take 2. Yep. Nice. We're going hard, folks. Bolt that. Force negation. I'll just force a will. It's not like great, but I feel like these bowmasters are important. Or they were important. Is your last card Quantum Riddler? Of course it is. God damn it. Nothing but punishment. And that Brainstorm drew them 4 cards. They got a Brain Surge for 1 mana. Ponder. Will it shuffle? Oh my god. Not only does it not shuffle, but they draw 2 off that frickin' Ponder. It's disgusting. Thought sees you. Take Riddler. God damn. They'll cast the one from Warp. I'll Red Blast. They'll force it through. Recoup their card advantage. It's not good. Great. They would never make this mistake, but if they attack with both... I mean, they have 4 cards in hand. I don't think they have much to be afraid of, to be honest. Sanctify Invect, just in case I had any chance at winning. I guess I could Brainstorm into Bolt Bowmasters, and they have no recourse. No, I'm missing a card for that to be good. Oh yeah, back to basics. Fatal Push, yeah. Oh, that was gnarly. Yikes. Alright. Fighting back. Yeah, we're only in 9th place, you know, we could fight back into this. No big deal. Hand looks good. Although Chris McNasty often plays some, well, nasty stuff. Soporific Springs tapped. Could be like 8 cast. I don't think I'm comfortable tapping out. Not like I can do that much. I mean, Bolt on Pinnacle Emissary, Cling to Dust. That's stuff. Ancient Tomb? Are we show and tell again? I just did this. Oh, Mox Opal. Is this Kappa? I feel like they started casting Kappa and then were like, wait a minute. Days. It's not Days you gotta look out for. It's Shieldred's Edict. I'll take land 3. Play Tameo. Maybe I was wrong. Oh god, Kozilek's Command. I mean, I could see an 8-cast deck just playing this kind of thing, because it is a very good card. 1 top, 1 bottom. Plagon. Yeah, that's pretty darn good with these Eldrazi spawns. Oh, jeez. Wild. Try and Bolt. They'll draw 2. Ugh. Turn that into a Thought Cast. PO? The 1 ring? Ay ay ay. Could rip Narset off the top. Baraglyph. It's not bad. I think that Kaito is likely better. It'll be a damage race. No, no, no! Oh, fuck. Forgot to plus. Yeah, I'm completely shook after the last round. This always happens in challenges. Start strong, then the smallest thing happens and everything falls apart. I'll try to do better. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't tell me they have PO. Forcible would be so nice here. I don't have it. They have 14 cards in hand. Chill. Very similar to round 2, I will say. I'm not discouraged in the matchup generally, but this double Flesh Raker should have no problem winning. I think they even showed me everything they need to win. They have like 3 Lotus Petals, Chromox. Insane. Take all the red cards. Take Consign. I guess Thoughtseize, because I don't know. It would give me more confidence, I think, with my current mind state, but I could see myself not using it in some situations. The deck is significantly less black. I need 4 more cuts. Kozilek's Command is good against Baraglyph for many reasons. Edict I'm more on the fence about, since I could easily see Ugin being a part of this. Maybe Karn. I'll keep 1. Even though it is an artifact deck, I think Kolaghan's Command can trim one of those. It probably should be Bolt, but it could be Strix. Sure. Jesus Christ. So any land or any blue card is a draw, and Meltdown's actually pretty good for 0. Why did I keep this? This is terrible. If I win with this hand, I don't deserve it. I just got bailed out by my top decks. I feel like I can do this. If I take Sync, they have no blue mana. But how long is that going to last? Maybe forever? No. They probably just stock up here, right? Yeah. Alright. Land or blue card? Sure. But I'll take that land next, please. Yep. Yeah, I could really use that land. Bolt you. Land, 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 land. Fuck. I mean, out of the draws I could have gotten, I guess it's one of the better ones. Their mana hurts. Their 1 ring hurts. For Monolith? Pass. Okay. Let's go for it. I guess I want double red. Do they have Kozilek's Command? It does feel like they need to play another ring at the very least. And then maybe my other Bowmasters can get over the line. Surprise, surprise, they had the ring. They're tapping it. Well, that seems crazy to me. Maybe they're just... Maybe they got it rolled up. They put a force under there. Now they're passing. Okay. Ponder. It's too risky. Can't do it. Untapping Grim Monolith. That's pretty good. Now they can hardcast force. Land would have been a great draw there. Well, how are they going to get out of this one? Now their burden counters are going to do them in. Alright. Like I said, I don't think that hand should have done it, but I'm glad it did. God, this deck is scary. I can't keep a hand like that on the draw. If they didn't have double Ancient Tomb, I don't think we would have gotten there. I wonder if Surgical is any good. It might make chaining rings difficult. Yeah. Not sure why I'm doing this. Price. They're keeping 7. I think I'll mulligan. Guess I'll go to 5. Okay. Not great. Saga. I got Meltdown for that. Monolith. Monolith. Key. That's it. God damn. It's like almost the perfect draw, but it's just not. Maybe they'll transition onto Saga Gaming, though. Yeah. We might have a shot here. Could really use a blue card, though. That'll do. Send it back. Yep. If they have Lava Spur boots, I might need to jump block one of these. Another key. Maybe I just jump anyways? I don't think so. Land would be really nice here, so I can get the monoliths too. I was hoping they'd force. Alright. PO. Force of Will. Nice. Doesn't leave them with much mana. They'll cycle. They don't prevent any life loss, though, since I get a trigger. Zapping that in. What's their last card? Stock up? That's pretty good. Could use a blue card. Would have been really nice to have hit a land. Although this force is nice too, because it turns on other top decks. But if I draw a land next turn, it's going to feel like they came in the wrong order. Pyroblast, that's not bad either. Grim Monolith. Pass. If I bolt and they have a Flesh Raker in the future, it's going to feel pretty silly. Nice. I feel like I need a little bit more to get over the line, but not that much more. Why not Red Blast that? Damn, what's their last card? Could be a force. More Bowmasters is very good. I'm really regretting not casting that lightning bolt. Although I guess if I just force whatever they do next turn, we should have this. Anakin sign. Bolt you. Money. Oh. Fighting back into this. Wow, Pokemoki's 4-0. That's awesome. Alright, we're on the play. After that last round, fought back into the top 8, baby. We can do this. Hand is fine. Up against someone I've never played against before. Sorry, I'm so tilted. Do you think they just blind value Entomb, and then I get to reanimate their threat? If I lead on Undercity Sewers, I mean, I guess a blind Entomb for me would be Barrowglyph. We don't get much in this deck, but that's okay. Yeah, I'll keep that. Bloodstained Mire go. Certainly feels like some kind of Entomb. We'll see. Oh, Elegant Parlor? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Please, no, not like this. I'm actually begging you. Not Mardu energy, please. Oh god. Oh god. What is going on? What are they waiting for? Yeah. Oh shit. Tameo. I mean, that is something that could really keep up with their stuff. Oh, they have Caracas. Swords. Seems like a fine time to cast Brainstorm, right? They'll probably go Bowmasters, though, which is not great. But we gotta move this game forward. I'm also getting cards out of their hand. Rough matchup to run into, though. Jeez, this card does a lot. Put 2 lands back. Non-active players triggers resolve first. See, I got my Tameo back. It's kind of cool. But how am I going to deal with these Bowmasters? So that went well for me. We're still not doing well. Oh, that's good. Ambush. Okay. We're getting somewhere. I just need a good draw. That's a good draw. Bolt. Baleful Strix. Wow. We did the grind. No. We were gifted a punt. Now they're almost out of cards. I think I just ambushed this one too. They'll be entirely out of cards if they prevent this from being an ambush. And if I rip something really good, well, I'll be happy. It's not bad. I really want to reanimate a Johnny, but I can't. I'll just reanimate Snapcaster Mage, Bolt Guide of Souls. Or no, hold on. Can do even better than that. At the expense of our life a little bit. But I gotta have that board. Voice of Victory. And that's a good one. Thoughtseize? I don't think that's going to be very good. Let's just cling. Maybe rip something. Brainstorm. I don't know when I'm going to get rid of this voice. I think I do need a Thoughtseize for my peace of mind. Okay. Interesting they went after Bowmasters. Really hoping they just draw a land here. That would be great. Fantastic. And do I get a removal spell or Kaito? That one's pretty good. It's a terror. Alright, can I get one more break here? Seems like maybe. Bowmasters. It's a little annoying. That's not useful. Unless they cast a spell on my turn. But I don't know why they would do that. Yeah, it would have been nice if they tried to catch me in a cantrip or something. The life gain here is big. Ugh. That's good. Please hit. Oh, I don't think they're gonna block with Bowmasters after revealing that. Probably just chump with one of the voices. Working through the board. Ocelot Pride. That's a scary one. I really want to deal with it. Great. Also good. Yeah, we just gotta chew through this board. If I Bolt Voice, it turns on these cards. So I guess that's what we'll do. Take Brazen Borrower. Damn, we just missed Kaito. Okay. Super lucky. Fatal Push from the Catacombs. Price of Progress is so tempting. Spellbomb is out. Even though Baragoi and Murktide were really great there. Like, Source to Plowshares is something we're really seeking to make ineffective. So it would just be something like that. Making them have it is also a thing. It's just very good, you know? It doesn't give them like a ton of time to deal with it. Alright. I want a good 7. I want them to mulligan. These are my terms. So far, the first one has been met. Now the second one has been met. And then, if it's not too much to ask, I need to not make mistakes. And they don't have a turn 1 play either, which is pretty surprising. Force a will. Alright, I'd like to draw more lands, so see what I can get away with here. Elegant Parlor. Bending Shadowy Backstreet. So they're good on land. Voice of Victory. Jams my mana this turn, but I'm gonna let it resolve. Bowmasters. Yeah, I kinda need to dodge Wasteland, unfortunately. It's a little risky. I could also use my mana effectively and reanimate Voice of Victory, which means they can't cast spells on my turn. It's a pretty good clock. Don't they always just cast spells on my turn? I'm more attracted to the clocking aspect of it. Caracas. Static Prison. Well, that's a fat 2-for-1 for them. Should have thought about Static Prison, damn it. Yeah, I'll force a will. Sanctifier and Vec. Yeah, that card's really freaking good. But, I mean, it will bounce off Voice in perpetuity. I can also Edict it. Gotta push damage. Yep. I'm getting ground out. Keep the bolt. And I guess I might get wastelanded soon, so I'm gonna bolt before pushing. Even though in absence of wasteland, it might help me win a turn sooner. Hoping for Ocelot Pride Pass. But I guess that is also fine. I really need to win this top deck war. It's looking good so far. Sure. I don't think the deck really draws cards. Cabal Therapy. I really need them to miss on the first guess and then not have a creature to flash it back. But if they play out another creature from their hand to flash it back, unless it's a Johnny, I think we're in decent shape. They don't have black up to deploy another Bowmasters when I go after their army token. Alright. Please don't name Fatal Push. Baraglyph. It's a good name. Okay. They did not have a Johnny. I'm gonna hold that land. Although I could draw from the Catacombs. I think that's asking for too much. That would just be a dream come true. Thoughtseize. Let's let it happen. I think they must have drawn that. Does that turn on anything else for them? Are they sandbagging a land? What's that last card? This could be it. March of Otherworldly Light. Yep. It's another draw step for them. Maybe they'll just play Ocelot, Pride, and pass. Or Thoughtseize. Or maybe even a land. Oh my god. I think we can still do this, but that is gnarly. Please transform. What? You don't transform. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Fuck. Oh god. I think I just need to try to overrun them. Put them to 1. Turns off fetch lands. I'm so close. Bullet you. Alright. I doubt that will lock me for top 8. I think I still need to do well next round. But hopefully it puts us close. Oh, jeez. I think this person's on Stompy. Starting this match 10 minutes behind is not good. We'll bottom Claying out of respect for Chalice on 1. But hopefully I get to force a cool creature and reanimate it. That's the goal. Ancient Tomb. Yep, force that. Bolt. Could come in handy. Basic Swamp is the most important here. There is a Saga. Oh my god. It's absolutely insane hand. Hit force, but no blue card. Alright. You got the 1 ring. We're gonna have to try to rely on Bolt and Bowmasters to get this done. And they are likely to tap Ancient Tomb quite a bit. So it's not impossible. Blood Moon. Yeah, I want a Swamp. That's the one I want. So this makes constructs forever now? Tapping the ring in response, yep. Play a mountain. Not having force up is pretty scary. But I get a little extra damage if I can reanimate Bowmasters. Fury. Or yeah, I can also do that. I can also destroy my creatures like that. That works. Nice. Still no blue card is kind of rough. I wonder if they just never tap the ring ever again. Okay, they do. Play Bowmasters. And we took game 1. Didn't even have to show the bolt. Alright, so if they have Saga, I'm in 2nd place. I feel like I'm locked for top 8. I should just eat right now. Are we both locked for top 8 because they're in 3rd place? Maybe. I should be eating right now. Yeah, I guess Meltdown's a little bit better in this context. I also really want this deck to be in the top 8, so I wonder if I should just throw the match. No, I'm pretty sure this person will be in the top 8. Seems like a win-win, though. Spell Bomb out. One more cut. I guess just from the Catacombs on the draw is the responsible choice. Got a basic island. It's actually pretty good. Chrome Mox. There's a Fury under there. Who do they have? Chalice? No, they have Blood Moon. Okay. Pretty rough. With all these black cards in hand. Takes them down a mana too, though. Don't want them to really know I can do anything. So I'm gonna make it seem like I can't. Stomp. Yeah, Bone Crusher Giant's really good. I love that card. Bonek. I think we just bolt it right now. Snapcaster Mage is so good. Broadside Bombardiers. Also very good card. I should just snap bolt this before they can throw Chrome Mox. We're making do, but as soon as they draw anything real, we're pretty out of it. Yeah, that's pretty good. We're gonna race. I think I'll stifle. Draw me closer to that swamp, potentially. Or another bolt, sure. Alright, Brainstorm. Damn it. Oh, that sucked. Pretty sure I'm gonna lose. Unless they brick. There's a lot of mana in the deck. What would be sick is if they Sundering Eruption my island. That would actually be very good for me. Okay. Maybe they drew something good. I'm gonna let that resolve. I think that's my best shot at winning, honestly. They're at 13. I'm gonna stifle Fable. Maybe... yeah, Brainstorm was really bad there. It happens. Maybe they'll draw like a million red blasts. So we'll just do that. Damn. Not much good going on here. Surely they must be hitting threats now, right? Yep, here we go. Damn it. Losing to Blood Moon is so sad. It shouldn't happen. If only I'd turned my bolts on them. I feel like I could have done this. I guess I could still top deck a Lightning Bolt, right? They might play Chalice on one. Pyrogoyf. It's pretty good. Yep, that'll do it. Probably should have countered the One Ring, but I think this was inevitable. Another island would not have done me any good. Now I'm on the play, which is a world of difference. Truly a different game. Yep. I'm not going to lose to Blood Moon this time. That's kind of the whole goal. Chrome Mox. Broadside's under there. Soul Guide Lantern's totally fine. Chalice would not be totally fine. God damn it. Kaito. That's a good one. I just can't do anything right now. The One Ring. Mm-hmm. They're very light on mana. Meltdown would be nice. This is pretty tough. Yeah, I'll just draw. Makes sense. Pyroglyph. Think I can live with that. Cast Nimble. Ooh, Edict, nice. Get Kaito in. And then I guess I'd tap down Pyroglyph. It goes a little against Shieldred's Edict though, because it's pretty free for them to just drop the Pyroglyph. But I also don't want to lose next turn, so I wish I had Force of Will. They're going to draw a lot of cards. Saga. Stomp, that's good. Not good. Doesn't feel like there's any way to steal this. Because I didn't bring in, like, Price of Progress. Crazy. Even after winning game 1. Yeah. Will that knock me out of the top 8? We'll see. Alright, we have made it into the top 8. Playing someone that I didn't play in the Swiss. And that hand, it's not quite good enough. And we'll make do with this. Bottom Volcanic Island. I like having that be in the deck. Urza's Saga. Quite a few decks play Saga. Brainstorms is good. Maybe I'll go like that. Do they have a Soul Land? Lotus Petal. So probably similar to the... Oh, no. It is Painter Servant. And they've chosen black. And they can get a Grindstone next turn and activate it with the Petal. So if they have a Force of Will, we're just done. I could wait for them to tap out. But they could just play a land. Anyways. So yeah, we'll just do this right now. Okay, they had Force of Will. Wow. That's pretty much how you want your top 8 to start, I guess. If you're playing Blue Painter. Crazy. And they pitched Thought Monitor. So they're definitely playing like 8 cast. Meltdown, Red Blasts, Consign, Fatal Push. Very strong hand over there. What can you do? Don't want the Spell Bomb. Maybe trim 1 bolt. Reanimate's decent, but I do know this deck sometimes plays Chalice of the Void, so you know, it's not always the best. Maybe I'll just cut both clings. I used to cut Force of Will against this deck. Was I just a worse player back then, or have I become less cavalier? Jeez, mulligan. Okay. I mean, this is not bad. And they're also taking a mulligan. Very considerate. We want to see them play a bunch of Seat of the Synod. They're good on 6. I'm gonna get Underground Sea. Cast Ponder. I think I'll shuffle that. It's just not going anywhere. But the third land could be pretty good. That melts a Painter down. We didn't show them too much last game. Hers is Bauble, Mox Opal. I mean, yeah. Meltdown wouldn't be super effective here. Not yet. Pyroblast is super good. Make sure this stuff works. Grindstone. Soporific Springs. Bolted in. For a Chalice on 1. Sure. As long as their last cards aren't forced blue card, right? We'll ping. But unfortunately this does mean I can't melt for 1 or melt for 0. It would get countered by Chalice. Basically just need to hope they don't have enough mana to cast Painter and activate Grindstone, which would be very difficult, I think. Well, no, they just need a soul land. Jeez, that's not difficult at all. And they're looking at a Meltdown right now. Hopefully that doesn't give them forced blue card. Alright. Melt for 1. It works. Hit for 3. And now I'll actually do nothing. I'll hold up Red Blast. Right? No, I should ponder. Yep. If I can get forced blue card put together over the next 2 turns, that would be nice. Grindstone is back. Are they going to cast a Painter? You know it. So now I need to dodge Flusterstorm. Man, they're really making me do everything. And it's not even lights out. They could just rip a land, which would have meant I would have lost last turn, so I couldn't let them do that. But if they rip a land, they start making constructs, which could become 3/3s. But they didn't, thank God. Okay. Now hopefully we got them on the back foot. Agent seems actually pretty good. Definitely want to make Chalice less effective. But those 1 mana removal spells are just too important. We have ways to beat Chalice. We're just gonna have to trust them sometimes. And maybe they'll be less inclined to go all in on a Chalice of the Void after last game. Hopefully. I think I'll trim 1 Baleful Strix. It's always rough when it gets melted down. Although they are very good at combating constructs. I'm gonna keep this. It's a little rough against Chalice on 1, right on turn 1. But beyond that, it does all the things. Opponent's taking a mulligan. I will keep. Will they go to 5? Chase that combo? They probably don't want to play a long game against me. Just because of Meltdown. Yeah, they're down to 5. Alright, they're good on 5. Bauble. Opal. Ancient Tomb. Alright, I mean, Yeah, that's the thing I was afraid of. Don't want that land, and I don't want one drops. Things are a little sketch right now, but they only have one card left. I do have a consign, so it's not all terrible. They have Saga. Probably have to end up consigning Chapter 2. And they have Painter's Servant. God damn it, man. Might have been a bad keep. Alright, they just saw Polluted Delta. Alright, I need a good draw here. That qualifies. So now I actually can consign Chapter 2 of Saga. And then Edict this Painter's Servant. Doesn't do much for the rest of my hand, but gotta believe I can draw out of this. I don't have to worry about them hard casting a Grindstone because they have Chalice. Okay, they don't counter it. Island. So no Force blue card. They could hard cast a Force. Maybe I'll top deck a Force of Will. I don't know. It seemed like they were thinking about doing something. Bolt. Okay, well. Edict you. Cool. For now. In the meantime, I don't have any castable spells in my hand. And they still got a Grindstone. God damn it. Alright, fine. You drew super well. It happens. Shit. Insane. Okay, so in conclusion, I think it was a good run and some pretty cool stuff happened. We got rolled by Pokemoki, which, you know, I feel like I'm working more on being less intimidated in those matchups, but he was a huge influence on me when I first started playing Legacy, so there will always kind of be that underdog feeling, but I feel like it's getting better. And then we also lost to Red Prison because of Chalice of the Void, and then the exact same thing happened in the quarterfinals pretty much. So maybe I should have mulliganed, but also I could have maybe gotten a little bit of a break, which is something you should never count on. But them top decking that painter was it really stung. That being said, we still made it to the quarterfinals, so it's nothing to be upset about. I just know we could have done better. Because game one of that match as well, we just didn't really have much agency. We tried to stop them, and they just had their whole combo, plus a Force and blue card. I don't know. Game two is like what I normally associate with the matchup. We can really exploit their artifacts. Yeah, game three, they took them all to 5. The Chalice did tons of work. Yeah, I think we could have done better, but still shouldn't be upset about top 8. So yeah, happy with the deck. And I think we'll do even better next time. So yeah, we'll catch y'all later. Thanks for tuning in.